All right, y'all. New week, new vocab. So we have 3 vocab words today, and these might sound familiar to y'all. We're going to focus on the words cruel, preposterous, and sacrifice. So, teachers, if you want to pause the video, go ahead and ask your scholars if they've heard of these words before and what they think they mean. All right, so let's go over these one by one. Our first word is cruel. Cruel is an adjective, so you would use cruel to describe an action or a person or something that happened. It is intended to cause others to suffer, causing injury, grief, or pain. It's not nice or friendly. So, for example, telling someone they won the lottery and then saying, just kidding, is cruel. Okay? I included this image because when I think of cruel, I think of like a bully, right? Someone who is really mean, or if someone does something mean to somebody else. So, I'm going to have you answer a question. What would be a cruel action? All right. Our next word is sacrifice. Sacrifice can actually be a verb or a noun because it does have 2 definitions. So, sacrifice can be an act of giving up something valued for the sake of something more important. That is kind of a complicated idea, right? So, maybe this could be um, like if Miss Watson had a family member who was really struggling, right? Maybe I would sacrifice my car so that my family member could get to where they needed to go, and then I'd have to give up having a car, right? So that would be like an act of sacrifice. A sacrifice can also be an act of offering to a divine figure. Now, this is also kind of a complicated definition, right? Um, if you are familiar with like old biblical stories or stories about like the Aztecs or Mayans, we know that sacrifice is something that has happened in lots of ancient cultures. Okay, so an example of this is in biblical times, a lot of people would like sacrifice one of their lambs. They'd actually kill one of their lambs to sacrifice to their God in hopes that he would bring them blessings. Um, in native cultures, sometimes they would also sacrifice an animal so that they would, be brought good luck by their god or gods. So that would be giving up something and giving it to a god or multiple gods in hope that you would be brought good luck. Okay? And again, that's something that we kind of see in older cultures, not something that we really see much today. So, an example sentence would be all the hard work and sacrifice paid off when she made the Olympic gymnastics team. So, think about an athlete, right? They're going to have to work hard, but they're also going to sacrifice doing things like hanging out with their friends and maybe going to parties and going to concerts because they need to spend a lot of their free time working hard in the gym. Okay, so I'm going to have a question for you about sacrifice. Go ahead and answer it, and then teachers, if you would just share the answer so they'll know which one is correct. All right, this is my favorite of all the vocab words. This word is preposterous. And I forget what it was, but when I was a kid, there was like a movie or TV show where this person would always go, preposterous, when something was crazy. So preposterous is foolish or ridiculous or making little or no sense. It's not smart, sophisticated, thought out, right? This is something that's crazy, that's silly, that obviously no one is going to agree to. So my sample sentence is Miss Watson's class asked if they could have free time during math, and she said, that's preposterous, right? Miss Watson's not just going to let you do whatever you want during math time. I don't know universe where that would happen unless you earn something really special. So that's why I included this visual. If something is preposterous, I know I'm going to make that face, right? This is really crazy. And so I'm gonna let you tell me something preposterous that someone has said to you recently. So think of a silly thing someone has said. And when you're done with that, we will move on to our next part of the lesson.